Hello there and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. In the last video, we did Gobi's Valley. Not this way. This way, right? As always, I'm recording this after a while. I even missed 2 uploads because I've had a hell of a last week. But I'm here now. Oh, that doesn't bode well. Anyway, I'm here now, and we're gonna do Mad Monster Mansion in this video. Oh, I got a platform to get there, though. Thankfully, at least, this is one of my favorite levels in the game. I really like the theming of this world, and I remember, I think, everything I need to do. We'll see, though. There's probably gonna be something I'll forget. First, did I go behind before? I think so. Yeah, I think there was a Mumbo token there, although, I don't know. Anyway, let's go. I love the organ music. So, like, haunting. This door you can just break like that. There are a bunch of things that you might not assume you can break. These 2 guests are rather dumb. Let's make sure they're unwelcome. Is there anything in here? Okay, I'm not actually sure there's any reason to go into this specific room. But all of the windows that are lit, you can break open. And also the wooden doors. Is there really nothing in here? I forgot that there were any areas that don't have anything. Yeah, so these aren't breakable. We down? Yeah. Yeah, I took a bunch of hits. I think the portrait guys actually do 2 damage. Nothing else over here. I think I'm gonna wait to go inside the mansion. Because there's another window on this side, isn't there? There's 2 on each floor, I think. Yeah. I usually just use the rat-a-tat wrap. I believe you can use eggs to break them. It seems kind of unnecessary, personally. Is there also nothing in here? Okay. Well, anyway, I can go ahead and talk about this. This is Captain... I totally remembered his name. This is Captain Black Eye. He was originally going to be the villain of this game when it started development as Project Dream, I believe was the name. I can actually check that because I still have the thing I just looked up. He makes a physical appearance in the sequel. Yeah, I think it was Project Dream initially. But the title was going to be Dream Land of Giants. It originally began development on the Super Nintendo, which is really interesting. I think there are some, like, alpha builds of the game that have been seen. I don't know if any are playable. I might actually look into that. That could be an interesting thing to stream. Speaking of builds like that, though, I really need to play the Castlevania Resurrection demo. I think I've mentioned before, but it's a demo of the canceled Dreamcast Castlevania game. And I still haven't played it. I'm a huge Castlevania fan, and I have it downloaded. But I've just been distracted by a million things. As always. Oh, that is hilarious. Have I never done this before? I don't think I have. Oh, that is wonderful. You can't get down there. Oh, that looks so weird. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. We'll be back to get that, obviously. We will get a transformation that makes us smaller. I feel like that's obvious enough that there's no reason to play coy about it. I believe you'll slide on these walls, right? Yeah. This is a pretty good recovery, actually. I'm happy with that. But when my girlfriend did this world, she got everything except for the things that were in the windows, because she just didn't think to break them. This is he gonna talk to me? Is he not talking because of the stop and swap thing? Dude, talk to me. Okay, fine, whatever. There's supposed to be a stop and swap egg on top of him. And the password for that is, obviously preceded by cheat, but amidst the haunted gloom, a secret in the bathroom. As I did not prepare enough for this episode, but it's fine. So there's nothing else in here for us right now. We will be back. It's interesting because not all of the stop and swap locations are interesting. Some of them, they're just kind of placed haphazardly in otherwise normal areas. And it feels like they just kind of ran out of time. Because most of them are, like, in secret areas you can't normally get to. But, well, I say most. 4 of the 7 are. 3 of them are just in normal areas. Just, they appear. What am I doing? Obviously, this is also breakable. Just by being larger, it is breakable. Oh, interesting, it doesn't make you bounce back. I guess because that'd be annoying. Come on. Yeah, Jinjo. Our first Jinjo, really. The only way to kill these guys is with the invincibility feathers. I also don't remember his name. It's this. It's a picture of him. The notes in this level are strewn about more than normal, so it can take a while to get them all. There's a lot of separate areas. I don't think there's anything to this chest. Right? No, I didn't think so. It's crazy, we've done so little. This is a pretty big level. I guess it's only been 7 minutes, but still. I want to get these notes. There's another Jinjo, of course. I like... God damn it. I like the gate with Grunty's face on it. Can I... You can do first person in Talon Trot, by the way. But, yeah. Looks cool. It's a sprite. I love seeing a 2D sprite of Grunty. Oh, I should definitely play Grunty's Revenge. I really like it. It's a simple Game Boy Advance isometric platformer. And I think it's really fun for what it is. Like, again, it's simple, it's not a big deal. But I really like it. What is this one? There's a lot of the portrait guys, which obviously they're the same thing as the great guys earlier from Clanker's Cavern, but I believe those ones only do 1 damage, while these guys do 2. Ow! But as long as you do the rat-a-tat-rap, they're not too bad. That's it. There's so little in each of these. But there are... People think of the Banjo-Kazooie series only having 3 games. It is freaking me out that my phone screen is just staying on. That'll distract me. But there are 5 games in this series, and I love all of them. Which I know some people hate Nuts and Bolts, although it does have its own audience. It's just, you just need to know it's not the same kind of game, and there's a lot of fun to be had. It's got a lot of the same charm and character that I expected someone to talk. That, now, I guess you do have to be invincible to grab this. I thought you could just, like, nudge it. This is Napper, by the way. God, it's got a lot of the same charm as these games. You can just grab this. Now, I want to show this first. If you touch the ground... Who woke Napper while he's sleeping? I can hear someone down there creeping. Yeah, he hears the floors creak, I guess, and so that'll wake him up. To get the Jiggy, you just have to do what I did the first time. Get to him without touching the floor. Which obviously isn't possible if you enter from the main entrance. He'll just bounce you back. My golden prize you may not take. Not while old Napper's awake. So I've mentioned 3 of the 5 Banjo-Kazooie games just now. There's this game, first one, obviously. Then there's Banjo-Tooie, direct sequel, also on the N64, which I love. It's quite different. It's way bigger and more complicated, and that's cool, I think. Is it gonna play? No, okay. And then the third game is Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, the Game Boy Advance isometric platformer. And then after that, there was another game called Banjo Pilot, a GBA racing game, which I really like. I've 100%ed it, in fact. I have not 100%ed... Technically, I haven't 100%ed Grunty's Revenge, because you need to beat the game 100% under a certain time limit to get the max rating, but otherwise, I've done everything else in the game. So, depends on your perspective. If I Let's Play it, I will show getting that final ranking, so that will be a successful thing. There's a Jinjo. I've been hearing him this whole time. It's really annoying. But Banjo Pilot's really interesting, because an earlier build of the game used a voxel kind of engine, like 3D models, but they couldn't get it to run well, and so they end up switching to having 2D digitized sprites. I don't know if they're digitized. 2D sprites, like Mario Kart Super Circuit or Super Mario Kart, kind of like that. I think it's really fun though. It's another simple game, but for what it is, I think it's a blast to play, and I will also cover that at some point. But the voxel build is playable, and I also have it downloaded, so that's another thing I need to do. By the way, if you do not have Stop and Swap, this will not be open. It'll be blocked, and it looks like this. But if you do, you can come in here and grab... I guess I might as well say what the color is, because I realize I haven't mentioned that for any of them, huh? This is the Cyan Mystery Egg. The barrel is marked 1881. Which is apparently a reference to Attic Attack, according to the Banjo-Kazooie wiki, which is one of Rare's earliest games. The cheat for this one is, don't you go and tell her about the secret in her cellar. The Shark Food Island egg is the pink mystery egg. Gobi's Valley one is blue. The bathroom one in this level is green. And then we haven't seen the last two, and I already showed the ice key. Yeah. We haven't done a ton, but what have we done? 2 Jiggies? Oh, just 1. Great. 1 Jiggy. We've gotten a third of the notes, though. And we've explored a bunch of areas. We're about to get Napper's Jiggy, so that'll be 2. We have, what, 3 of the Jinjos now? Yeah, pretty quickly went from getting our first to getting our third. Oh, I love this level. I think of, whenever I play this level, I think of the Game Grumps Guest Grumps video with Grant Kirkhope. I don't remember if they played the entire game. It's been the better part of 10 years since I watched that video. But I know they specifically talked about a thing later that I will mention when we see it. That's a great video, by the way. I highly recommend it. It's fun. Despite how rude Grant Kirkhope sounds, he's having a blast. And Danny and Aaron are so happy to see it. Not Danny. Grunty's gold. How it shone. She'll be mad. Now it's gone. Yes, I'm mad. My boot'll put up your useless, spooky foot. But. Weird. Both of those felt like they were written and not spoken aloud at any point. But I said Danny. I meant to say John, because it's the first year of Game Grumps. It's a great video, though. Highly recommended. I guess I'll link it in the description since I mentioned it. Grant Kirkhope was the composer for Rare for a while. I'm not sure what years. Here's the range that he worked at Rare. Assuming I can find that information easily. He's great. He also worked on Yooka-Laylee, I believe. Oh, and A Hat in Time. Oh, so good. Oh, Hat in Time is a fucking masterpiece. It is perhaps the only collectathon that I think is better than this game. Although, it's... No, I don't think I'd say that. I think it might be better, but there are other ones. I know I said at the beginning of the series, it's perhaps never been done better than this, but that depends on what you're looking for. The Spyro games are also fucking awesome. I love Spyro 3. I love Spyro 1, 2, and 3. 1 is a really simple collectathon, and that's fun in and of itself. 2 added a lot of complexity, maybe even a little too much, but it's still fucking awesome. And then 3 is such a great mix of 1 and 2. I don't really need health. Oh, we can talk to him, though. Touch my honey this time, and you'll be sorry. Touch my honey this time, and you'll be sorry. Sorry, I'm used to reading Grunty's stuff. There is a lock here. From the other side, we can break that, but not here. Can we get over here? I think so. And then we've been everywhere in the maze. Except for that spot, but you don't get there from in the maze. Okay. just trying to keep straight in my head what all is left to do, which is most of it. But I also love Jak and Daxter, as I talked about. And, I mean, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine. The Galaxy games aren't quite like this. And Mario Odyssey. I'm glad that, at least with Odyssey, they have returned to a classic style. 3D Land and 3D World are incredible games, but they're just not the same kind of thing. And I'm glad that they did at least one more game like this, although I don't know if they'll do another. I hope so. Mario Odyssey 2 would be incredible. It's actually really weird that we haven't gotten any kind of announcement for a new 3D Mario game. Ow, I forgot. That part hurts. Those lovely thorns, how they've grown. Music to my ears as you moan. We can just hop over, but I don't want to yet. So we've done everything with the mansion itself, as well as that maze. We can head over to the left here. It's the left from this side, right from the start. Can we enter here? No, it's too small, right? Yeah. That's the same thing. We'll need the transformation for that too. But I'm trying to think of other great collectathons, and there are more. Those are just the ones that I think of. I suppose there's Spyro 4, Enter the Dragonfly, which isn't terrible. I still think it's fun, but they just didn't get to do most of what they wanted to. And we'll do that last in this area. You can use eggs to kill the Whiplash, or Whip Slash, Whip Crack. That's it. It's one of those two. And then use the jump spring? Oh, but not... Oh, if you stay in the water, you take damage. Forgot about that. You do this. Okay. Yeah, we already got all the Jinjos. Nice. There's not a single one over in that other side. Odd. But, oh, I should absolutely Let's Play the Spyro games as well. The originals and the remakes. Unlike Crash, there's not really any real barrier to Let's Playing the originals. Because the first Crash game has, in my opinion, the worst save system ever. And it genuinely makes the game more annoying to deal with. Particularly to start. Like, once you've played it enough, you'll be good enough that you can just play and save. But the saving is such a barrier to a first playthrough. I kinda hate it. Oh, we can't. This is kind of pointless because we're not gonna make it since we have to break the gate to get in there. I should have done this first. You just do that. Oh, come on, do it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go in there last. Big oak door is very tough. Stupid bears not fast enough. I like that. Some of the rhymes are really good, I think, in this game. Some of them just seem unobvious. They say thank you, but many people have noted that it sounds kind of like they're saying fuck you.
Thank you.
I can't really hear it, but like I kind of get why that might sound like that. It's the kind of thing, though, that once you know what they're saying, it's really difficult to interpret it differently. But I didn't finish talking about Spyro. I'm so scatterbrained. That always happens, especially when I come back after a while. I need to get back into the groove of recording on a good schedule, which is what I'm trying to do today. I'm hoping to record 3 videos today. I meant to record 3 yesterday and or the day before, but whatever. I instead just hung out with my girlfriend, and it was great. Oh yeah, once you put eggs in all of them, they'll give you a Jiggy. Turn out 4. This is feeling like it's gonna be another 40-minute world. We'll see. You can get on top of here and do, well, not that. What you want to do is change here and then jump, and you'll make it. But Spyro 1, 2, and 3 are awesome for the reasons that I said and more, and I'll get into it. But the original versions are like just as good as the remakes. The remakes are just prettier. They don't improve the games in any way, whereas Crash 1 is notably improved in the remake. Crash 2 and 3, like, not really. They're kind of the same, which is awesome. They're great, but they're just not really different in the remake. So there's no barrier to Let's Playing the original versions. I guess I would just cover the remakes sometime later, probably. Because they are the exact same game. So I would definitely not do them close together. But Spyro 4 is not as good, I think. And the developers would agree, because they just didn't get the time and support they needed to do what they wanted. They had a plan for like 27 levels, and the game shipped with only 9. It's like, there's some really cool ideas in there, and it's still fairly fun, but it's just not the vision they had. And it's annoying that Universal interfered as much as they did. By the way, yeah, it's this one. You don't even break it, it's just pass through like Mario 64 with the Princess's Secret Slide. There is something in here though, isn't there? No. There is another window you enter, I think. Right? I feel like there's 2, just like the layers of the mansion. But I actually don't remember where they would be then. So maybe not. Well, there's that one. Other side of this side? Other side of this nave? No. I guess not. There's a church, by the way, obviously. We can now go do the running boots to get in there, but first, let's go this way. Crash 5, not Crash, well, I also really like Crash 4 and 5, the originals, Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity, and so I would cover those as well. But I meant to say, Spyro 5 seems fun too. I like A Hero's Tale. I haven't finished it, unlike 1 through 4, but what I've played is actually really fun. It's just not the same kind of game. But I love every main Crash game except for Mind Over Mutant. I don't really, like, I might have just been getting tired of it, but I actually love Crash of the Titans. Again, it's not the same kind of game, but I think it's really fun. And I like the way it's structured. I like the levels with the toys as the collectibles. The dolls or whatever, the things. And I 100%ed that game. Mind Over Mutant I didn't, because I was losing interest. Greetings, oh solid one. I'm Tumblar the Mighty. Solve the puzzle, and you can take this infernal thing that's stuck under me. You get on top, and then you can move it. I don't remember this guy's name, but we're obviously spelling Banjo-Kazooie, and you don't want to land on Grunty. Careful not to hit the Z when you need to hit the N. He'll just circle around, so just be aware of him. Oh my god, the camera is not ideal, though. Ow. If you get knocked off, you can just get back on. Banjo. I should have done one of the other O's. Yeah, I should have done that O, because it's right before the K, and I'm going to have to go around again. A right here. Oh my god. At least I'm not entirely... Oh my god! Okay. I was gonna say at least I'm not entirely failing, but I might have spoken too soon on that. Because I don't know if I'm gonna do this. You have plenty of time. Not if you make a bunch of mistakes, though. Yeah, we got it, though. Even still. If you land on Grunty, you'll take damage. It doesn't reset it or anything, so it's not too bad. At last, the puzzle is solved. Take this thing. I'm leaving this gloomy shed. So that's 6 or 7 now. 6. Nice. I can't, like, picture where all the remaining ones are, but I know of at least 2 or 3. Move a token there, as well as 3 notes that are easy to miss. This is tall grass, a lot like Ocarina of Time. Even looks pretty similar too, just different textures. Nah, I'll still do that later. First, not there. Let's go over here. Climb up here to get inside Mumbo's skull. There's nothing inside the eyes or on top of this one. There's just a gold feather behind. Might as well grab it though, since I am getting low. What's inside? Is there an empty honeycomb? Because I don't remember the other honeycomb is. That was 20. The last one's 25, so we still need a bunch. There's only one more transformation left. This one is a pumpkin. I love it. Ah, Mumbo, proud of pumpkin spell. Make good soup. Rude. Oh, I should have gone around inside first. I'll do that right now. Oominackers. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't think I'm going to do Banjo-Tooie immediately after this, but when I get there, it'll be very cool. Although, oh, there's a character named Humba Wumba, who I like, but her design is a bit problematic. I suppose Mumbo's kind of is too, but hers more so. We'll get to that, though. Or you can just Google her. She looks a lot better in Nuts and Bolts, I think. Which I guess I didn't mention, that's the 5th Banjo game. After Banjo Pilot, there was a long gap, and then Nuts and Bolts came out. The way you get up onto... You might have wondered why this spot is here, and it's specifically so that the pumpkin can get up, since he can't climb the pipes. And there are a couple things we want to do as the pumpkin. Is this the bathroom? No. Oh, no, we do want to go in there, because that's where we get the empty honeycomb. I think it's both levels, both windows on the top level, or medium level, have things for the pumpkin to do. Lago, by the way, is the bathroom's, the toilet's name. Tina talk. Happy landings, little one. No, he just doesn't speak because of the stop and swap. That's stupid. If I can find his dialogue, here it is on the screen. But you just go inside him, and you can grab this Jiggy. That's all it is. There's nothing else in here. You can't kill these enemies. So actually, here's more enemies you can't kill, because you can't get in here as Banjo. I like the S-pipe shape there. I can't believe you went in there! Now wash your hands, you filthy bear! Just filthy bear, whatever. Now, the last thing to do as the pumpkin in here is find the hole. That one. This is the only corner that has a hole. You get on top of it, you'll go down, and grab a Jiggy on your way down. As well as 4 notes? 5 notes. Ah, I should have done this last. Because then I could leave with the pumpkin and do the thing that we need to do outside. God damn it. Yeah, because I think we're done with the pumpkin in the level. All that's left now is the stuff inside the church. Yeah, I made mistakes here. I would say I'll try to plan it out better for the next 2 worlds, the last 2 worlds, but I'm not making any promises. If the next world takes 2 videos, then I will plan out the last one. Although I guess it's the next one I would really need the planning, and I don't feel like it. So we're going in the church now. Yeah, you can only exit there as the pumpkin. You have to do a backflip here. You don't take damage on this spot, but if you get up here, you will. We're getting a little low on health. I probably shouldn't intentionally take damage. I don't really have enough invincibility to justify grabbing this. So yeah. I believe we're done outside. No. There's an entire area we haven't been to. How do I want to do this? First, I want to kill these guys for the health. Because I was down to 3 health. Come on, bro. Oh, there's even a thing to do with the pumpkin over there. I am entirely screwing this up, and that's going to stop us from doing this in 40 minutes in one video. That's fine. It's going to happen anyway, because there's no way I can beat the last 2 levels in 40 minutes each. Not even close, probably, because it usually takes me like an hour on the second, or on the last level. Oh, this is going to be close. It starts to close before the timer is all the way up. It was about to start closing, I think, if I remember correctly. But there is a lot to do in here, including almost all of the remaining notes. Ooh, but it's dangerous in here, because we will go high up. Whatever, I'm gonna go for it. If I die, then I'll have to cut out me getting all the rest of the notes again, but it's fine. It's how it is. I'm already in here, and I don't want to be that disorganized. If I'd remembered what was in the church, then I would have done that. Come on, bro. Come at me. Oh, these are called teehees, by the way. I remember they laugh. Which I wouldn't really describe that sound as teehee, but whatever. Almost full. I remember where the last, the other empty honeycomb piece is now. It's... Can I actually get a good look up there? It's up there. That's why this is a dangerous area, because if you fall, it's insta-death. There's not another ghost down here, right? It's a little annoying there's just one note per pew. You have to climb on top of them all for just that. Feels a bit annoying, honestly. But I like the organ music here. Presumably this is the organ that plays the main level music too. There's no notes over here, right? No, it's just that. There's these pedals, which I don't remember what the pedals do on a grand piano, or that might be different on like an organ. I have no idea. The only piano I've really interacted with is an old player piano that my mom has. There's that. I'm trying to be smart about not like saying plosives right into the mic. I wonder how that sounded. Mozart plays his organ with ease, but can you follow him on the keys? Going up there will trigger him to come down here, and all you do is copy him. I believe the notes are correct, by the way. The notes that play on these keys. I wouldn't know. I do not know much at all about music. I don't even know what the black keys are called, if they have a specific name. You have to wait for him to do it. Not bad, Bear, but now watch me copy this tune and amazed I'll be. This one's a lot longer. By the way, I believe the sheet of music up there is actually just the level theme, which is pretty cool. Which I'd never really thought to wonder what that is, since I just don't really think about music. I think you might actually be able to do it before he does, but I don't want to test it right now. This isn't really any harder than the first one, it's just longer. Are we done yet? No. Oh my god, it's so long, I forgot about this. Are we done? Yeah. Mozart disappears. Your music skills are mighty fine, so take this golden piece of mine. And then you can just get up top by getting on top of the pages here. Oh. I ate a bunch of coffee right before this. I say a bunch, it was one cup. Just a big one. And for some reason I have the hiccups now. I usually think of that with soda. I guess I did drink soda too, so. 87. Nice. The last Jiggy is in that one area we haven't been to yet. Oh, shit. That was less damage than I expected, actually, so it's not too bad. But a fall from full height will insta-kill you, so be aware of that. I think you can also fly around inside the mansion, now that I think about it. I don't think there's anything major up there, right? But you can. I think there might just be a life in the chandelier. I'll look at that before we leave the world. Or before I transform for the last time, I guess. And depth perception can be a little hard in this game, because I really felt like I was there before. Let's see, where do I want to land? The witch switch is there, we'll have to cross to get this. I don't have any invincibility feathers. I can just fly to grab this, though. If I'm careful. Yeah. So I want to actually try to land here. No, that's too risky. I'll just ground pound the witch switch. Oh, that counted? That felt like the game crashed. That was bizarre. I'm glad I got that recorded. So you want to line up your camera as best you can. Just go slow. I thought there were notes up here, but I guess not. We'll do that. Best demo for that in the game. We'll get that witch switch after we finish the world, obviously. Which we're almost done. There's just that last area. And I am unsure how best to tackle it. I will go there first as as Bear Banjo, and do what I can. Yeah, it's just right over here. And I just entirely forgot this was here for some reason. You can open this door, which isn't really that helpful, but... And then you can... Come on, let me rotate the camera. There's wading boots, which are useful. Yeah, I guess I'll grab them. But I do think I'll do Doom or something id Software related next. After that, I'm not sure. I will eventually do Banjo-Tooie, and I'll eventually get back to DKC2. I'll eventually do... I'll eventually finish Mega Man at Base. There's lots of stuff that I will do eventually. Oh, I thought I wouldn't make it. You can make it with this. The same long-distance jump strategy I do in other levels. Where are the remaining notes? I'm missing 7 notes? Uh-oh, I don't think they're all in there. I will go in there now. You want to go in there as the pumpkin. Although I think you might be able to get the Jiggy. I'm really nervous. There are enemies down here. Which I guess are even more that you can't kill. Yeah, the notes are down here. Oh, it's way better to get with the pumpkin, though, so I'm getting out of here. I am gonna cut to having the pumpkin. It's not that long of a distance, but I will see you back in a bit. God, the pumpkin is so slow! Oh, do they not target you as a pumpkin? Odd. He is invincible to the water. Makes sense. Just like other transformations in the game. He also can't swim. I don't think there's anything floating, so you don't really have to worry about that. Just be careful grabbing these notes. The Jiggy is right in here. I will grab it last. I'll get that Mumbo token, so I think we only need 6 more. There are a bunch more. All the notes, and... all the Jiggies. Nice. So we have successfully completed... Let's playing it. We have successfully completed everything in this world. Now we're gonna leave and use the pumpkin to get... well, to do a thing that I walked over to before. And we're also gonna get the Witch Switch Jiggy. And then that'll be it for this video. In the next one, we'll move on to the next level, which is... kind of scary. This is still broken, right? Oh yeah, these guys are here now. The whole thing I said where enemies from those levels now spawn in the overworld, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the door stays broken. This is necessary to complete the game. So, hope you find this. Go into this hole. And weirdly, Mumbo's here. This is only appearance outside... his only appearance in gameplay outside of his skull. Your butt will tell you, and you'll know, when my boot swings to and fro. There we go. Absolutely worth killing him. Ground pound to break this, and ground pound this switch. You'll raise the water level, in Grunty's lair in those areas. And that'll make several new things available, including the portrait to unlock that level. But we actually can't leave as Banjo, so we have to turn back into a pumpkin again, which is a bit strange. It's just sort of a weird workaround so that this area is only accessible as the pumpkin. Not exactly sure why it needed to be. Pumpkin making Mumbo hungry. Me get pot ready. Shut up, Mumbo. You ain't gonna eat me. But so, all that's left is the witch switch. So, I guess I'll see you there. Because it'll take a while for me to get there as the pumpkin. I want to mention real quick that the tall grass, you can't see the pumpkin at all when you're walking through it, so just be aware of that, I guess. Oh, I forgot though, we should do this first. And take your time on this. I think you do respawn as the pumpkin. But still, just be slow and steady. Oh, don't do that. Really don't do that. Anyway though, we come in here. And it's Cheeto again! Cheeto, Bear, and Bird have found once more. Another spell they get. If one more page I see you turn, then Grunty shall Cheeto burn. Nasty witch is, so code I shall tell. Enter red feathers on sandcastle floor in Treasure Trove Cove. Yep, and I guess I'll do that after the witch switch, Jiggy. Didn't really think about that. It's probably obvious what we're gonna get next. I don't remember if you get them in order or if it's just like actually set, like he always gives you red feathers. If you come here first, I don't know what he'll give you for sure. Anyway, witch switch. You do respawn as the pumpkin. And the spot where you lose it is right here. Mumble magic get weak. Magic run out. Monsters chase you, they're a hounding. Then you'll get a Grunty pounding. No thank you, Miss Grunty. You'd think you'd have to fly to grab it, but you don't actually. And I will show you why. You just get on top of the brim, and then you can jump down and fly on top of her nose, or float on top of it, I guess. Oh, come on! I know you can make that. Yeah, give me a sec. I think you want to get, like, the center here, and then do that. Yeah, just like that. There we go. That's 7 in the world, the lair. Anyway, I'll see you back at the sandcastle floor. And here we are. I just gotta kill this guy once again. 2 ground pounds works. And now, where is an R? There are a lot of other cheat codes in this game, but I think I'll show those when we return here to get the last upgrade. Because some of them are pretty funny, actually. And obviously there are the ones that unlock the stop and swap items, but those are really long. There's not really a reason to show them. Bear and Bird get 100 red feathers. 100 maximum now is. All my feathers, it makes me sick. Fly to me, your butt I'll kick. Oh, I can't wait to do the final boss fight. Anyway, though, that's it for this video. In the next one, we will do Rusty Bucket Bay. Both unlock it and actually start it. Probably won't finish it. Of course, I've said that several times now, but no. That one, for real, we probably won't finish in time. But, yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching!